guys, welcome back to the channel, or just welcome to the channel if you're a new viewer here. Today we're going to be going over kind of some tips and tricks on how to fish the fall transition, I should say. It's getting close to October right now at the time of this video, so if you're watching this now, which most of you probably should be, that's kind of why we're making this video. Some tips that are going to kind of help you out. I pretty much only got 3 rods right now because I'm just at a little pond. First tip I can recommend to you is check the sky, what color it is, if it's sunny or if it's overcast day. That's going to determine the color of your baits. A lot of people don't really think about that. If you're going to have an overcast day, you kind of want to use a bone or a neutral color bait like that. Kind of gives it some pop. You'll notice, you'll have a lot higher hookup ratio when you're using a bone or like a matte color bait whenever it's overcast like it is today. And if it's sunny, you can use those brighter chromes and baits like that. So you'll see most of the baits I'm throwing like that are going to be like a matte or bone color. And then this time of year, a lot of fish are moving back out to the points and to the flats and stuff, and feeding on shad and stuff. So right now I got the baby bull shad on, so that's gonna be another thing I've got tied on. And then I've got a jig. So like I said, water clarity. Actually, I don't think that's the water clarity. You got match your color of your plastics and stuff to the color of your water, and also pay attention to the forecast. Stuff like that is gonna change a lot of your success whenever you're fishing. So yeah, let's get to fishing. We'll get the GoPro turned on, get some footage for you guys, kind of do a little commentary of what I'm doing when I'm fishing these type of baits. So y'all stay tuned and enjoy the footage. Alright guys, like I was saying in the previous clip, I'm gonna be doing a commentary over this footage. The audio on my GoPro isn't the best, so hopefully this goes well. I've never done a commentary before, so if you guys do end up liking this commentary, please be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I've never done one before, so it might be a little rough, but I'm going to try to give it as most effort as I can. I'm going to try to make it as best as I possibly can. But let's dive right into the footage. So, like I said in the introduction to this video, all the fish are going to be moving out into the flats and to the deeper points, a couple feet off the bank. I say a couple feet. You got to know the depth of your pond and where the water changes are. You want to fish those depth changes in the water, because that's pretty much where the fish are going to be held up. Depending on the time of day and how hot it is. If it's hot, those fish aren't really going to be pushed up on that bank. Typically they won't be. You'll catch a couple fish on the bank when it's super hot outside, but for the most part those fish are going to be down in that deeper water. So just do some research and some pretty much just putting time into it and where you're fishing and finding out where that stuff is, and when you find that structure and depth changes and stuff, you need to start targeting that. You'll pick it up as you go on and you fish more. But there's not really any structure in this lake. You just got to fish the dips in the bank, where the bank changes, like right here, and also like drainage ditches and stuff like that, which is right here. There's 4 on this lake on all the corners, so I tend to just go around those and stick to those if I can. But occasionally I'll take a deep cast out like I just did, trying to see if I can find a fish out there, which I have done before. But like I was saying, the more you fish and the more you study your body of water, the more you find out where all your structure is and where the deeper water is, the easier it is to target fish held up on those spots. This time of year, most of the fish are going to be chasing shad and stuff like that, so that's a good bait to use during this time of year, like I explained in the clip before. But I moved over to this drainage ditch, like I just pointed out just a minute ago, to get out on some higher ground, because as you can see right here, all the vegetation is growing up really high on the bank, so it's hard to cast and keep my rod tip down and keep the bait in the right water column when I'm fishing level with that grass. So I chose to get up on here to see if I could get a couple. Ended up not catching any fish at this spot this day. I ended up going back today, which is the day I'm editing this video, so this is the day you're hearing this. But if you guys enjoy this commentary, please be sure to let me know down below in the comment section, and roll the next clip. Alright guys, so video was a bust, but I mean, it wasn't a bust. We didn't catch any fish, but this is our first time fishing since like June, July. Didn't really fish much in July. I think we fished once, but we did, you know, most of our fishing from pretty much March to June and a little bit in July. But really just been doing a lot of dog training and dove hunting now. Speaking of dove, there's a flock of probably 40 flying over my head right now. Of course, that's how it works. That's crazy. Screw you. Of course, whenever you're you're sitting in the field, you don't see that many, but you know, that's how it works. Anyways, yeah, but like I was saying about the tips earlier in the video, you know, pay attention to your surroundings, basically. You know, if it's sunny outside, you know, you don't want to be throwing bone-colored baits in sunny conditions. You know, you want to wait till it's getting overcast to throw the bone. And you know, the colors like this, you're gonna be throwing when the sky looks like this. You know, you can just you'll pick up stuff like that while, you know, the more you fish. But yeah, you know, just check your water clarity, you know, the temperature, you know, kind of do some studying. If you don't know anything about bass fishing, you know, find out how the different cycles work throughout the year. And we actually have a video about all that on our page. So, you know, if you don't know anything about, you know, spawn or pre-spawn or post-spawn or, you know, all that good stuff, go check that out too. That'll help you out. And go more in depth about, you know, more in depth about the baits you should be using during the different types of years that it is. We have a really good video about that. And today was just kind of an example of me, you know, picking what baits I'm gonna use and, you know, kind of working them. So that's a good example from that video if you watch this one. But if you haven't watched that one and you're watching this one first, go watch that one for sure. But yeah, it was still fun getting out here and fishing. Let me know what you guys think, if I missed anything, or if you have any tips for me that I missed, please let me know down below in the comment section below. I'll do my best to pin them if they're really good tips and for other people to see. But yeah, you guys have a good one. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video if you liked it and drop a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.